Welcome to Dink Facts, episode 2. I'd like to start off the show this week by showing you some bullshit combos with a bullshit character. Check out this shit right here. How dumb is that? Who would do that? Tony T would do that. And he just did. So this is your first time tuning into Dink Facts. You're certainly behind the rest of the cool kids. B, we usually break it down into 4 sections. Dink Tips is the first one. Usually gameplay related tip, but in the future, if I'm feeling frisky, I may choose something else. Second is Dink Fact, a fact about the game that you may or may not know. Usually pretty quick, but you know, just the more you know, right? 3, Dink Trivia. I'll ask you a question about myself, and usually MK related, and you will have to guess what it is, and the winners will get a shout out on next week's show. And the 4th one is Dink's Opinion, in which I will give you my opinion, whether you ask for it or not, on a series of subjects usually chosen by the listener. Since no one chose one this week, I'll have to do one myself. My Dink tip for this week is related to poking. You'll notice that's the difference between the good players and the great players. What you want to do is you want to check your frame data and see what kind of advantage you get off of counter down 3 or down 1, whatever your fastest poke is. If it's a positive, like +3, you might want to use that to your advantage and find a good follow-up string to use, because that advantage will make your next string quicker and likely will beat out a counter move from an opponent unless they do a down 3, but then you have a bunch of hitbox scenarios depending if it goes over or under, that kind of thing. You'll see a lot of top players do this. They'll do a poke into a move or something like that. You kind of want to set up one move. You just want to use it to set up your next one. It's kind of how this situation works. That's my only tip for this week. Our Dink Fact this week is brought to you guys by myself and my good friend STB Charlie Murphy. We were playing some games earlier this week, and we discovered this by accident. I hope you guys are ready for this because it's going to blow your mind. Sindel can cartwheel Shiva out of her X-ray. So last week I asked you guys what game I earned an EVO point for during the 2012 EVO season. And out of all the entries, only all of them were right. I'd like to give a shout out to MK1991, Mr. Kruger, Mace Wind, and Jimmy Potato, who guessed it right. The answer was Soul Calibur 5. The question this week, at Devastation 2011, I eliminated a Houston player from a tournament. Which Houston player was it? And what was the characters we played in the matchup? So this week I'm going to give you guys my opinion. Since nobody really wanted to hear my opinion on any certain topic, I'm going to talk about my opinion on the clans, the numerous clans. I think that online, the best clan would have to be the Crazy 88s. Of course, they've been around. They're the only clan that's been around longer than STB, and they've won the majority of their wars on both consoles. Offline, I'd have to say, obviously, STB. We've collected the most EVO points under our banner, and our members are not embarrassed to rep their own team in their tags to tournaments. Second, I probably have to say is the Emperors. You know, I don't know if it's a marketing gimmick, but they all come off, no, I shouldn't say all of them, but most of them come off pretty dumb. But I think that might be just to get attention or to try and be tough guys, which seems to be working. People talk about them. But, you know, they do rep a couple people. You got Scar in Texas, and then, was it Darkness, I think, in the Midwest. And then on the PlayStation, you got all these god-awful joke clans that keep they keep merging. Like one clan will merge with another clan, and then that merged clan will merge with another clan that was recently merged. So then you have like 4 mini clans in one, and then you've also had people on the forums who changed their names like 8 times just to change the little tag in front of it. Like, why are these people even trying? Like, there's obviously no leadership there. If you want to run a strong clan, you have to stick by it. You have to run it. It takes a lot of time. It's not just some thing that you can just do on the side unless you want to merge it and you want all your members to leave. I mean, you just got to put the time, the effort in. You have to have a game plan. You have to have, friends, players you can trust that are just interested in making your clan the best. So that's my opinion on clans this week. Before I leave, I'd like to leave you guys with this.